So this is the second immune effector cell workshop in myeloma. We were supposed to do this one last year, but was postponed because of COVID. But in last one added year, there's been tremendous progress. And we're going to review with over 40 speakers all various developments that has happened in immunotherapy and immune effector cell therapy in myeloma. So there's a component which is to update on the BCMA CAR T cell data, including the recently approved ide-cel to soon to be approved cilta-cel and various other CAR T products. Then the second component is going to be looking at the next generation BCMA CAR T products, allo CAR T cells using cell which would be matured to be more memory-like cells, etc. So that's the second important component. What's new in future for CAR T-directed treatment? And then there is going to be a significant component of time spent to understand the correlative analysis of these CAR T cell studies. The critical important is that we know CAR T cell works tremendously well, 70, 80 to 90% response and over, even in 6th-line treatment. However, we know the PFS is not yet there where we would like it to be. We don't have a clear indication of cure, although I think given time, we will find out what at least small proportion of patients are not relapsing. But despite that, majority are, and it is very important to learn what is the reason why patients relapse and how we can overcome that. That's one component. The second one is, can we predict who is going to respond, who is not? Even though small people don't, who are those? Or who will relapse and who will not. And so this correlative analysis is exceedingly important to then go to the next level. So we're going to spend reasonable amount of time in this meeting discussing CAR T cell correlative analysis of all the current and other studies. And then an important component we'll be discussing in the next session is going to be toxicities. Yes, we know CRS and neurotoxicities are important and infections and low blood counts, but what's the frequency? What is the severity? And are there any mitigating measures for this purpose? And then we shift to something different. That what is beyond the current CAR T cell? What are the new targets? So we know GPRC5D is a new target. We know FCR5 is a new target. But what else is happening? And where are these targets? Where can we go with that? So I think that's going to be an important component. And the last part is going to be other novel therapies that are present, where we combine CAR T with marrow infiltrating lymphocyte. We can combine it with vaccination. There's a cord blood derived CAR NK cells. So we are going to discuss that. And so this is a whole comprehensive discussion of everything that we know and in coming up in future about CAR T cells. And this is one whole thing. The second component of also is the bispecific antibodies which are coming up and which function similar to CAR T cells. They work very well in the initial studies we know. And so we're going to discuss the whole plethora of BCMA directed BCMA bispecifics, which are usually CD3 anti-BCMA molecules. And we're going to look at all those which are in clinical studies, late and early form of it. And then also non-BCMA targeting. There are two bispecific. One is talquetamab, which is GPRC5D targeting bispecific. The other one is cevostamab, which is FCRH5 targeting bispecific, and these and similar other approaches are going to be discussed. And then we would put all this thing together to look for what is beyond BCMA, alternative CAR, alternative bispecific, and have a wrap up of where we are today and where we are going tomorrow. And so this is a very comprehensive coverage of all and every aspects of immune-based therapies in myeloma.